is the first sitting of the Supreme Court of this great republic.
Indeed, the court is in session. The Supreme Court of Kenya Wednesday morning, in an inaugural ceremony attended by a host of the country's top legal and judicial officers, commenced its sittings. Comprising 7 judges with the Chief Justice as its president and the Deputy Chief Justice as his deputy, the sittings come at a critical time, especially now when the government is seeking to amend the constitution to alter the date of next year's general election. In this regard, the legal fraternity pledged to support the court while underscoring the fact that the court will face certain challenges while dispensing its duties.
The Kenyans believed that the court would infuse new values into their judicial system.
We are desirous of progress. We challenge you to give us stability and at the same time to give us continuity.
This court is our country's beacon of hope, liberty, peace, and prosperity.
One of the major issues in forming the formation of the court was to safeguard the independence of the judiciary, given the principle of separation of powers amongst the 3 arms of government. In recent months, Parliament seemed to set itself on a collision path with the judiciary by insisting that it was well within its mandate to amend the law despite any ruling that the courts make. However, both the CJ and Kenya's legal fraternity top brass seemed intent on cementing the workings and mandate of the Supreme Court.
Your jurisprudence is solid, and because your jurisprudence cannot be impeached on the basis of any other ground.
But neither shall the Supreme Court flinch nor blink in defending its independence.
First on the Supreme Court's docket was the mention of a petition filed by the Constitution Implementation Commission seeking an opinion on the appointment of constitutional office holders as regards consultation and guidelines on the execution of the gender principle. A 2-judge bench consisting of Justices Dr. Smoking Wanjala and Mohammed Ibrahim heard the submission.
I think Wednesday would be convenient for the 2 of us to deliver a ruling or in terms of directions.
That's Wednesday, the 2nd of November 2011, when the Supreme Court will give its maiden directions on a case. Also in the itinerary of the court is a mention of a case Thursday filed by the IEC where an interpretation of the constitutional provisions on the election date is sought. The commencement of the sittings of the Supreme Court is indeed a historic moment in our country. However, the gravity of the matters that it has to deal with has been emphasized by legal stakeholders. It is also one that members of the public will be keen to see the execution of. Willis Raburu, Citizen Live at 9, Nairobi.